Chronic inflammation is a complex and prolonged process that can lead to various diseases and negative changes in the body. This condition often arises in response to injuries, infections, or toxins that cannot be resolved quickly. Unlike acute inflammation, which is necessary for fighting infections or tissue damage, chronic inflammation is persistent and can harm the body. One of the most common causes of inflammation is cortisol deficiency. Cortisol is a hormone produced by the adrenal glands that plays an essential role in regulating inflammatory processes in the body. Under normal conditions, cortisol helps control excessive inflammatory reactions, but when it is deficient, inflammation can become chronic. This condition may be due to adrenal fatigue or dysfunction of the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis, which leads to reduced cortisol production and increased inflammation. Allergies are another frequent cause of inflammation. The immune system's reaction to certain substances, such as pollen, food allergens, or chemical compounds, can trigger acute or chronic inflammation. During an allergic reaction, the body produces antibodies and releases histamine, leading to inflammatory responses. Prolonged exposure to allergens can result in chronic inflammation and tissue damage. Chronic infections, such as those caused by viruses, bacteria, or fungi, can sustain inflammation in the body for extended periods. For example, infections by herpes viruses, cytomegalovirus, or bacteria like Helicobacter pylori can cause persistent inflammation and contribute to conditions such as ulcers or inflammatory bowel diseases. The body responds to these infections by initiating an inflammatory response. But when it fails to eliminate the pathogen completely, the inflammation becomes chronic. Inflammation in the gut is another common form of chronic inflammation. Conditions like irritable bowel syndrome, IBS, and inflammatory bowel diseases, such as Crohn's disease and ulcerative colitis, are marked by ongoing inflammation. This can be triggered by various factors, including genetic predisposition, gut microbiome imbalance, and exposure to toxins. Gut inflammation can also be linked to poor diet, stress, and impaired gut barrier function. Diet plays a significant role in the development of inflammatory processes. A diet high in sugar, glucose, and refined carbohydrates leads to spikes in blood sugar levels and triggers inflammatory reactions. Consuming refined carbs and sugary foods regularly stimulates insulin production and promotes inflammation. Long-term exposure to high blood sugar levels can damage cells and contribute to development of diseases such as type 2 diabetes and metabolic syndrome. Fat cells, especially in cases of excess body fat, can be a source of chronic inflammation. Adipocytes, fat cells, produce pro-inflammatory cytokines such as interleukin-6, IL-6, and tumor necrosis factor alpha, TNF-α, which contribute to inflammation. Excess body fat, particularly in the abdominal area, can lead to systemic inflammation and increase the risk of cardiovascular diseases, diabetes, and other chronic conditions. Old injuries and tissue damage can also be sources of chronic inflammation. Even after tissue healing, the body may maintain inflammation at the site of the injury, leading to chronic pain and dysfunction. Conditions such as arthritis and fibromyalgia are associated with ongoing inflammation that can persist for years after the initial injury. Problems with bile ducts can lead to impaired bile flow and cause inflammation. Blocked bile flow can result in the buildup of toxic substances in the liver, leading to inflammation. Bile plays a crucial role in digestion and toxin elimination, so any disruption in bile duct function can trigger inflammation. Low levels of vitamin D are also linked to increased inflammation. Vitamin D plays a critical role in supporting the immune system and has anti-inflammatory properties. A deficiency in vitamin D can lead to an increased risk of inflammatory diseases and impaired immune function. Studies have shown that individuals with low levels of vitamin D are more likely to develop conditions such as rheumatoid arthritis and multiple sclerosis. An imbalance of omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids in the body can contribute to inflammation. Omega-3 fatty acids have anti-inflammatory properties and help reduce inflammation, while an excess of omega-6 fatty acids can promote inflammatory responses. The modern diet often contains more omega-6 than omega-3, leading to an imbalance and increased inflammation. Consuming fatty fish, flax seeds, and nuts can help restore the balance of omega-3 and reduce inflammation. Environmental toxins, such as polluted air and chemicals found in household products and food, can trigger inflammatory responses. Chronic exposure to toxins leads to the buildup of harmful substances in the body, which causes inflammation and weakens the immune system. Reducing exposure to harmful substances, using natural products, and filtering water can help lower the impact of toxins on the body. Frequent meals can also contribute to inflammation. Constant eating prevents the body from fully recovering and detoxifying. Reducing meal frequency, adopting intermittent fasting, and maintaining dietary balance can help decrease inflammation and improve overall health. Excess iron in the body can lead to oxidative stress and inflammation. Iron plays a role in oxidation processes, and its excess can stimulate the formation of free radicals, leading to tissue damage and inflammation. Monitoring iron levels in the body, regular blood tests, and a balanced diet can help prevent iron overload and maintain health. Understanding the causes of chronic inflammation and ways to combat it helps maintain health and reduce the risk of serious diseases. Lifestyle changes, including proper nutrition, physical activity, stress management, and the use of anti-inflammatory supplements can help fight inflammation and strengthen overall health. Thank you for watching the video to the end. I invite you to subscribe to my private Telegram channel, where you can find all the exclusive videos on health and longevity. The link is in the description.